some semblance of happiness to end the season as they will finish. And for us, it is to take a last look at our players to see who will make the playoff roster and who will not. The matchup looks like this. On the mound for the Overdogs, it is Kerry Wayward with a 6.9 whip. And for us, it is long reliever Bradley Bowler. His record is 7.62 ERA and a 2.08 whip. Lineup for today's game looks like this. Short, followed by Mustachio at third. He is locked in. Then it is the catcher Austin also locked in. And it's locked in center fielder Thurman Colt batting fifth. Batting sixth is second baseman Stick Whoopity. Batting seventh the left fielder Ron Borgner. And batting eighth lineup. Let's get it on. And our final game of the regular season is another home game here against the Buzzards. It's our fifth home game in a row to end the year. So we had a very heavy road game-centric first half, and the second half was heavy home-centric. So last time we'll see Shaka in the regular season, we will be seeing it in the postseason in round one, as we will have home field advantage for our side of the playoffs at least. Off the Overdogs in the first will be Kasha in the shortstop, then the left fielder Blue Gold, and first baseman Sack Song.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Leading off the shortstop Kasha Emmon, hitting .262 with a homer and 8 RBIs here. Quick look at Bowler's numbers here on the season. Bradley, as we know, has no record. He has a 7.62 ERA and a 2.08 whip in his 3 starts. He's only pitched 13 innings. Average of 4 1/3 innings a start. 15 runs given up, only 11 of them earned. That's the most on the team for runs given up, I mean. He has a whip of 2.08 and an ERA of 7.62. He's given up 23 hits, 4 walks, and he has struck out 14 batters. Batting average against is .390 on the year. The only plus side for Bowler, he's the only starter to not give up a home run this year. Bowler coming off his best start of the year where he went 5 innings. Here's the lineup for the Overdogs after the shortstop Emmon. It is the locked-in left fielder Guy Gold. Then it is the 10th first baseman rookie Sack Song. Batting fourth is the catcher Anton Goodwood. Batting fifth is locked-in right fielder Robin Yu. Batting sixth is the second baseman Elroy Action. Batting seventh is rookie third baseman Dick Berger. Batting eighth is center fielder Yvette Victorino. And batting ninth, it is the pitcher Kerry Wayward. Bowler's ready. Here we go. Fastball in there at the knees, 0-1. Slider up and away, chased high and lined to left center field. Colt going over in the gap, lays out and makes a nice catch. Great play, rookie, 1 down. Next up is the left fielder today, Guy Gold, who's locked in, hitting .333. 1 homer, 9 RBIs on the year. Changed away, is fouled off, 0-1. Overdogs have had a bit of rest since their last game. We actually played 4 games in between the Overdogs, today's game against the Overdogs and the last time the Overdogs played, which I believe was a loss. So they've had a lot of days to rest up, and they're fully healthy here. 2-seamers high, 1-1. Fastball down and in, grounded hard at the middle. Bunderson dives to cut it off. He'll get up and fire. In time, 2 down. Nice play. Next up is the first baseman, Sack Song, who is 10s, hitting .183. 2 homers and 6 RBIs on the year for the rookie. He does have power of his right-hander active, though. His team's slider at the knees. Chop to the mound. Bowler makes the stop. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 1, we have no score. Bunderson, Mustachio, and Trunk against Kerry Wayward. Leading off the inning is Bunderson, the shortstop. He's hitting 6 RBIs on the year. Here's a look at Kerry Wayward's numbers in the season. Kerry is 0-2 in her 3 starts. She has a 6.19 ERA and a 1.50 whip. She's given up 11 earned runs and 16 innings pitched, average of 5 1/3 innings a start. 13 hits surrendered, with 1 of them being a homer. She has walked 11, hit 2, and struck out 7. Batting average against for her on the year is a solid .220. Shame she gives up too many earned runs to make that worth anything. Bunderson ready, here we go. Change up and away as a call, strike the buttons, 0-1. Cutter away is fouled off, out of play, 0-2. Interesting note about Kerry Wayward, she does not throw a traditional fastball, she only throws a cutter. The only other pitcher I know that doesn't throw a conventional fastball is K. Frequin, the closer of the Freebooters, as Bunterson dumps that into left center field for a base hit. Frequin throws a two-seamer. Next up is Mario Mustache Aceman. Sat out last game to fix his mojo as he's hitting .424 on the year now with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. Pick off to first, and it's airmailed by Wayward as Bunterson was going. He will steal second, and then he will also get to third on the error. So, 2-base error for Wayward, and for Bunterson, that is his 7th stolen base of the year. He is 7 for 9. First pitch to Mustachio is a pitch out, nothing doing as they're keeping the runner at bay at third. Cutter is high, 2-0 the count. That one is high as well, 3-0 the count to Mario. Changeup in there at the knees, 3-1. Fastball away is outside, Mustachio works the walk. First and third, none down now for Joseph Trunk. First baseman locked in, hitting .426. 3 homers and 10 RBIs on the year for Joseph as the infield is in here. Trying to keep Bunterson from scoring as that cutter caught the high inside corner, 0-1 the count. Cutter up and away is fouled off down the right side, 0-2. Curveball bounces in the dirt, 1-2 as Wayward is already tense following the error and the walk. Slider in the dirt now, 2-2. Cutter up and away is popped up, shallow right center. Action out forward to make the catch, 1 down as the runners hold. Next up is the catcher Jock Often. He is locked in, hitting .349 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs on the year. Infield back at double play depth as now they just want to turn 2. Harper's right-hander active for Often as he takes a slider up and away for a strike, 0-1. Cutter is high, 1-1. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Mustachio gets back. Alrighty, we're back. Sorry about that. My dog was being a little bit difficult in deciding not to come in tonight, so had to go get him in real quick. Alright, 1-1 count to Often. First and third with one down. Pass up and away, lined up the middle into right field. That is a base hit. Often comes through with the first RBI hit of the game as Buzzards take the lead 1-0. Single. Next up, the center fielder, rookie Thurman Colt. He's locked in. Hitting .351 with a homer and 8 RBIs on the year. Curb hopper to short. Evan to second, 1. Action to first. Double play, and that does end the inning. Buzzards on the board, though, with the single by Often. 1-0 to the second. Goodwood, U, and Action due up. There's catcher Anton Goodwood leading off, hitting .273. 5 RBIs on the year for the veteran catcher. Two-seamer up and away is a high, ball 1. Fastball down and in, inside, 2-0. Two-seamer down and away, grounded hard to second, right at Whoopity. He makes the stop, 1 down. Next up will be the right fielder, Robin Yu. He's locked in with contact versus right-hander active here. He's hitting .265 with a homer and 5 RBIs on the year. First pitch two-seamer up and in is a strike called. Change it down and away, grounded hard at the middle. Bunderson dives to cut it off, gets up and fires. In time, 2 down. Nice play, Buttons. 2 down, bases empty for the second baseman, Elroy Action, hitting a .167 on the year. Not a good year for Elroy as he looks to put this season behind him. Fastball down and in is low, ball 1. Action back in the lineup as they did release rookie second baseman Caden Clark when they realized they weren't going to make the playoffs as that liner gets over Buttons. Bunderson into left center field. That is a base hit for Action, and that will be the first or Overdogs as he has a 2-out double here, which will extend the inning for the 7-hitter rookie third baseman Dick Berger. Berger hitting .429 in the year with a homer. 2 RBIs in the lineup today for Rhonda Horn, who is a little bit hurt, as the Overdogs don't have much to play with, so they figure, what's the harm? First pitch fastball up and away from Bowlers. A check swing called strike 1, 0-1. Slider away. Outside on the check swing. Good eye. 1-1. Change it down and in is low. 2-1. Two-seamer up and in. Skied into right field by Berger as Yoshida retreats a few steps. Calling for it. He will put it away, and that will end the inning as he strands the 2-out base runner. Bottom 2. We're up 1-0 still. Whoopity, Borgner, and Yoshida, 6, 7, 8 due up for the Buzzards. Leading off the inning is second baseman Sloop Whoopity, 19-year-old's hitting .361 on the year with 3 RBIs. Solid year for Sloop despite his hammy injury. Cutter at the knees for a strike called, 0-1. That one is low, 1-1. Change it down and then ripped foul, hard, but it's going to get out of play. Foul, 1-2 to Whoopity. Ball's outside, 2-2 the count. Slider up and away, grounded up the middle, past the diving Action. That is a base hit for Whoopity. He'll be 1 for 1 today as he's on to lead off the inning. And Wayward is tense once more. Next up, the left fielder Borgner. Rolf hitting .288 on the year with 7 RBIs. Solid year for Rolf. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Whoopity gets back. Whoopity takes off, curveball hangs, and Rolf punishes it, but it's foul, 0-1. Pitch out on the fastball, misses, 1. Changeup is low, 2-1 to Rolf. Pick off to first, they got Whoopity in a rundown. Throw to second in time to nail him. Wayward gets the pick off as she is back to neutral mojo. For Sloop, that is his second time being caught this year stealing. He is now 3 for 5. 2-1 the count to Rolf. Curveball hangs, hard grounder to short. Emmon makes the play, 2 down. Next up is the right fielder Yoshida. He is tense, hitting .333. 2 homers and 9 RBIs in the year for Dano. Chase the cutter down and in the dirt, ball 1. Chase the changeup in the dirt this time, 0-2 to curveball up and away is high, good eye, 1-2. Cutter up and away is high, 2-2. Cutter up, line to right center field by Yoshida, and that is down for a hit. Victorino cuts it off, and then will hold Dano to just a single. but that hit will extend the inning to allow the pitcher to bat with 2 down. Here's Bradley Bowler hitting .500 on the year, 3 RBIs for Bradley on the season. Curveball hangs and he swings through it, 0-1. Slider's outside, 1-1. Fastball up and in is popped up foul. That should stay in play for Goodwood. He will put it away, and that will end the inning. To the third, 1-0. Victorino, Wayward, and Emmett due up against Bowler. Here's Yvette Victorino, the center fielder, hitting .233, 1 homer, and 3 RBIs on the year for Yvette. First pitch to her is a changeup up and in. That is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, outside, 1-1. Two-seamer down, line foul, 1-2. Slider down and in, chopped in front of the plate, often makes the stop, 1 down. Brings up the pitcher Wayward, hitting $167 on the year. That is 1 for 6. If anyone was curious. First pitch fastball is going to be high, nowhere near the zone, ball 1. Two-seamer middle in on the next pitch. It's just a base hit for Carey as the pitcher is on here with 1 down. Runner first, 1 down for Emmett. Shortstop lined into left center field, which was robbed of a extra base hit by Thurman Colt and a nice diving stop. First pitch to her is a slider down. Grounded in the hole to short. Bunterson dives to his right, knocks it down. Picks up and fires the first. Air mails it, and that is into the dugout. E6, second and third on the play, and they'll be in scoring position for Gold. Yeah, grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Bunterson now tense after the error. Bowler now has to work hard to get out of this jam. First pitch change up middle in. Ripped into right center field. That's not going to do it. That's in the gap, and that'll get all the way to the wall. Wayward already scored on the error, and now Emmett comes around to score from second. 2-1 the score. 1 RBI for Gold on the play, and that'll bring up Sack to Song, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. First pitch two-seamer down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball down and away, swung through it, 1-1. Slider up and away, taken high, 2-1. Two-seamer up and in, check swing strike called, 2-2 the count. Fastball down and away, chased it low, strike 3. First punch up for Bowler today, 2 down. Now we'll bring up the catcher Goodwood, who has RBI man active. He's 0 for 1. First pitch change up down, taken low inside, ball 1. Fastball up and away, Goodwood fouls it back, 1-1 the count. Slider down and away, low, 2-1. Two-seamer up and in, check swing inside, 3-1, good eye. Fastball down and in, line to short, right up Bunterson holding the runner, and that ends the inning. But an error by Bunterson and then an RBI double by Gold make give lead. It is 2-1 to the bottom of the third. Bunterson, Mustachio, and Trunk top of lineup up against Wayward. Leading off the inning is Bunterson. He singled, stole against the third. He is now tense after making an error in the field last inning. Slider inside, it's a called strike from Wayward, 0-1.
That's inside.
Changeup inside, misses this time, 1-1. Check swing down and away on the slider, good take, 2-1. That was outside. Cutter at the knees, grounded to second, right at action, he'll make the stop, 1 down. Next up is Mustachio, who walked his first time up. He's hitless, he has no at bat today. Was a race on a double play ball, however. Cutter up and in is called strike, 0-1. Fastball up, driven dead center field by Mustachio, but that's not going to cut it as this is Shaka Sports turf. Victorino makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Trunk. He popped out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Curveball at the knees. Trunk pulls it down the left field line. It's hooking foul. And running it down, making a nice dive is Gold, but it's off his glove, and that'll fall down for a strike, 0-1. Cutter up and away is outside, 1-1. Curveball away, misses, 2-1. Change it away, dribbled back to Wayward. Should make the stop, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Carey. To the fourth, but still 2. Action and Berger due up. Leading off is Robin Yu, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch slider up. Popped up right center field. Yoshida going over. He will call off to make the catch. One down. Next up is Action. 1 for 1 today with a double. He was then stranded at second base in the second. First pitch fastball away. Fouled off. 0-1. Change it down and in. Out in front of it. 0-2. Slider down and away. Chopped on the ground to short. Bunderson charges. He'll fire to first. 2 down. Next up is Berger. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field his first time up. His two-seamer middle in is grounded up the middle. Bunderson over. Cuts it off. Fires to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Bowler as he's through the fourth. Bottom four, it's still 2-1. Often, Colt, and Whoopity, middle three in the lineup, due up. Buzzards looking to get back in it. Here's Often, 1 for 1 with an RBI single today. He's 1 for 1. Cutter up, lined softly to left center. That is down for a hit. Often keeps his hitting alive. He is 2 for 2 today. Keeps that hot streak going, and that'll bring up Thurman Colt. Grounded into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1 and no longer locked in because of it. See what he does here. His bad jumps activates for Often at first base. Check swing on the changeup down and away is low. Ball 1, good eye. Cutter away is a strike call. 1-1 for Wayward. Cutter middle in, hitting the gap to right center field, and Colt snacked that one. That's going to one hop to the wall. That'll be extra bases as Often heading for third. He's going to try and score. Colt on his way to third. He will beat the relay throw. It is a one-out triple. Is it a no-out triple as the Buzzards tie the game up at 2. That'll bring up Whoopity with the RBI chance. He singled his first ticked off trying to steal second base. Infield in here for the Overdogs to try and cut the run down. Cutter inside, misses from Wayward. Ball 1. Slider at the knees, line through the middle, and that is a hit for Whoopity. His second today. He is 2 for 2, and that is his 4th RBI of the year as Colt scores from third. 3-2, Buzzards retake the lead. Next up, Borgner 0 for 1. Wayward now tense again after the RBI. Cutter at the knees is a called strike, 0-1. Change up in the dirt, bounces, 1-1. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Runner goes. Change it down the middle is a called strike. Throw down is late. Stolen base for Whoopity. His 4th of the year. He is now 1 for 2 today. He is 4 for 6. 1-2 the count to Borgner. Change away. Grounded to short softly. Whoopity throws the third and is thrown out on the fielder's choice. 1 down. Borgner reaches though. And here's Bush Yoshida. 1 for 1 today with a single. Still tense though. Change up at the knees, pulled foul by Dano as he's early, 0-1. Cutter up, line dead center field, hit hard, but it's right at Victorino for the second out. Bad luck for Dano, and bring up the pitcher with 2 down, runner at first. Bowler 0 for 1, he popped out in foul territory behind the plate his first time up. Looking to put the ball in play this time. Swung through a cutter down and in, 0-1. Slider down in the ways, popped to right center field and shallow. Coming in Victorino, she slides and makes a nice catch, and that robs him of a base hit. Buzzards, though, retake the lead on the triple by Colt and then a single by Whoopity, 3-2 to the 5th. Victorino, Wayward, and Emmon do up. Here's Victorino, 0 for 1 today for the center fielder. First pitch two-seamer up and in is high, ball 1. Fastball down and in, check swing is low, 2-0. Slider up and away. Check swing strike called, 2-1. Two-seamer down and away. Swung through it, 2-2. Change up and in. Line foul. Victorino stays alive, 2-2. Fastball up and away. Check swing outside, full count. Slider at the knees. Grounded hard up the first base line, just foul. Good eye. Still full count. Two-seamer in the dirt, taken low, ball 4. First walk for Bowler. Victorino on the lead off the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher Wayward. 1 for 1 with the single. This is a bunt situation, as a tying run is at first. There's his two-seamer away, bunt is shown, but pulled back for a called strike. 0-1 as that caught the corner. Fastball up and in, bunt shown and pulled back as that pitch is high. 1-1. Change him down in the way. Bunt in front of the plate. Bowler has to go to first with it on the sacrifice. It is successful. One out. Victorino is second for Emin. She singled in a run last time up and advanced on an error. She's 1 for 2. First pitch slider up and away. Swung through it 0-1. Fastball at the knees. Grounded to first. Trunk over. He will take it to the bag himself for the second out as Victorino gets the third. 2 down. Runner 90 feet away for Gold, who doubled in a run last time up. He is 1 for 2. First pitch fastball down and away is a called strike. 0-1. Slider up and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Tough out activates for Gold here. Change up and away. Outside. 1-2. Nowhere near the zone. Zoomer down and in. Grounded hard to first in the hole. Trunk dives off his glove into right field. That'll be another RBI for Gold as the run scores. It is 3-3, and he is now on fire. Next up is Song. He's 0 for 2 today, still trying to get out of his slump. First pitch slider up and away is outside. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Outside. 2-0. Zoomer up and in. Turned on into left center field by Song. That'll be in the gap. That will be extra bases all the way to the wall. Colt gets it in quickly, but the run is coming around third. Here's the relay throw. It is late. It is an RBI double for Song as the Overdogs take the lead again. It is 4-3. Here's Goodwood 0 for 2 with RBI man active now. First pitch fastball down and in is low. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. Line down the left field line. That is foul. Out of play. 1-1 the count. Change up at the knees. Ripped in the hole to first. Trunk dives and cuts it off. Flips the bowler in time, and that does end the inning. But the Overdogs retake the lead on 2 more hits by Gold and Song. 4-3 to the 5th. Bottom half, Bunkerson, Mustachio, and Trunk do up as we look to take the lead back once more. Here's Bunkerson. He's 1 for 2 today. Still tense, though. Blew out his last time up. Cutter away. Misses. Ball 1. Slider away, grounded to second, right at action. 1 down. Next up is Mustachio. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. He's also grounded out. Cutter up is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in is high, 1-1. Cutter up and in, lined at the middle. Diving his action, he makes a nice catch, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty for Trunk. He is 0 for 2. Still looking for his first hit today. Fastball up, turned on by Trunk and crushed into the left center gap. Heading for the wall. It is off the base of the wall. That is extra bases for Joseph. His first hit today, he is 1 for 3 as he is in scoring position for Often. Arguably the hottest hitter in the lineup right now. He is 2 for 2. 2 singles and an RBI today as he is still locked in. Fastball up, and that's in the gap to left center field as well. To Often cracked it. It is off the fence, and that'll be a double for Often as he trades places with Trunk. We are tied up at 4. Second RBI today for Often. Next up is Colt, 1 for 2. RBI triple last time up for Thurman. Wayward now tense once more. Change up inside, misses. Ball 1. Slider down, blooper to center field. That will hang up, though, for Victorino to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Overdogs, though, tied up on the 2-out doubles by Trunk and Often. 4-4 the score to the Section and Berger do up. Here's Robin Yu. He's 0 for 2 today and still locked in. First pitch change up at the knees. Taken for a strike called. 0-1. Fastball away. Lined up the middle. That is a base hit. Yu on with the leadoff single here. That'll do it for Bradley Bowlers. He's done after 5+ innings. Action to up next, 1 for 2 with a double. Bowler's given up 7 hits. He's also walked a batter and given up 4 earned runs. Done after 65 pitches here as he gives up the leadoff runner. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be long reliever Sebastian Morrow. He'll take over for Bowler on the mound. Morrow on the year is 1-0. He has an 0.90 ERA and a 1 WHIP. He's given up 1 earned run in 4 appearances, recording 1 save. 10 innings pitched for Sebastian with 9 hits surrendered, 1 walk. He has struck out 8 batters. Batting average against .250 on the year, as he looks to keep the inherited runner from scoring. Change with the knees on the first pitch is chopped in front of the plate. That would have been a double play, but it was foul. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Grounded up the middle. Whoopity dives out of his reach. That is a base hit. Runner going for third. Here's the throw from Colt, and he is dead to rights at third. Outfield assist for Thurman. Little too shallow to run on him despite his weak arm. One down, runner at first for third baseman Dick Berger. He's 0 for 2. He has flown out twice today. He got first, nothing doing. Fastball down and in is an inside ball. Throw down by Often. In time to nail action as he is gunned down. Often now on fire behind the plate. First caught stealing for Often today, and that will, for action, that is his first attempt at being caught. He is 1 for 2. 1-0 the count to Berger. Change it down in the way. Pulled foul, out of play, 1-1. Fastball middle in, line to center field. Colt back a few steps, makes the catch on the liner, and that's a clean inning for Morrow as he strands the inherited runner. Bottom 6, we're tied up at 4 still. Whoopity, Borgner, and Yoshida do up with the pitcher slot on after them. Thank you, Hoon. Thank you. Yes, Thurman Colt finally pulled one out of his butt. I think it's because he was playing shallow on that one, and that was close enough for his arm to actually make a difference. 2 for 2 today. Sloop has driven in a run on one of those 2 singles. Away is a strike called. Check swing up and in on the cutter. 1-1. Cutter up, and Whoopity pops that up to right field and shallow. You in on it. He will make the catch. That's the first out. Next up is Borgner. He is 0 for 2. Rolf looking to get his first hit of the game. Into a fielder's choice last time up as that cutter's inside. Ball 1. Throw ball down and away in there for a strike. 1-1. Slider middle in, and Rolf hits it to center field. But again, this is Shaka. That's going to be a dead quail out there for Victorino. 2 down. That'll bring up Yoshida, who lined out as for last time up to center field. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Still tense, unfortunately. Slider at the knees, hit up third base line off the diving Berger's glove. That is a base hit, and Yoshida will reach with 2 down. Second hit for Dano. He's 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Morrow, the pitcher, who is hitless on the year. Wayward is done here after 5 2/3 inning, giving up 4 earned runs and 10 hits, as well as walking 1 batter. I believe did she strike out a batter? I'm not sure. I don't think she did. Coming out of the bullpen is left-handed specialist Braun Thunderchump, and the second half of the double switch is Rhonda Horn in at third base for Dick Berger. So Horn will be up next inning. Let's take a look at Thunderchump's numbers on the year. Braun has taken a line drive off the nuts, facing us earlier in the doubleheader this year. He is 1-0 with an 8.74 ERA and a 1.85 WHIP. 11 earned runs given up in 10 games. He's thrown 11 1/3 innings, 18 hits surrendered, 3 homers, walked 3 and struck out 10, batting average against a 353. Not a great year for the veteran. He will face Morrow, who is left-handed, activating his specialist, and he is locked in to boot, so he's got the advantage. Fastball up and away, grounded to third. Horn makes the play to first, and that ends the inning. 1 hit for the Overdogs, but nothing else. To the 7th, we're tied at 4. Victorino, Horn, and Emmon do up. There's Victorino, 0 for 1 today with a walk. That did walk her last time they played against Bowler. Fastball's high, ball 1. Change it down in the way. Check swing outside, 2-0. Slider up. Line to short. Bunterson leaps out of his reach. That is a base hit. Nice effort, but just a little too short. First hit for Victorino today. She is 1 for 2. And that will bring up Rhonda Horn, the third baseman, getting her first at bat of the game. Came on as part of the double switch last inning for the Overdogs. She's hitting .313 on the year with 5 homers and 9 RBIs. She did not start today because she is a little bit hurt, but she is well enough that it doesn't affect her ratings. First pitch slider down and in. Low, ball 1. Fastball down in the way is a strike called, 1-1. Change up and in, taken high, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, check swing is low, 3-1. Walk prone activates for Morrow. Slider up and away. Living in the gap to left center field. That is going to get over Borgner, and that's going to 1-hop to the wall. That'll be an RBI double for Horn as Victorino's going to score easily from first. It is 5-4 Overdogs as they take the lead. Thanks, that one boy. Yeah, it's the last game of the regular season. Thank you, Hoon, for covering that. Here's Emmon hitting .265. Oh, Jesus. How many hits does she have today? I think she has 1. The RBI single for Emmon. Fastball up and away is a strike called. 0-1 as Morrow is now tense. Slider down and in. Line to third. Right at Mustachio. 1 down. Nice play. Morrow back to neutral mojo, and that'll bring up Gold, who's on fire. He is 2 for 3 today with a RBI double and an RBI single. First pitch to him is a changeup down and in. That is a strike called. 0-1. Fastball down and away is outside. 1-1. Slider up and in from Morrow. Ripped in the ground to first. Trunk knocks it down to Whoopity. It gets by him. That is an infield single as Gold is now 3 for 4. Hot bat for Gold today, and that'll bring up Song, who doubled in Gold last time up. He is 1 for 3. No longer tense. Morrow is tense. First pitch fastball down and in is off the glove of Often as that gets by. Emmon will score on the pass ball. It is 6 to 4 as Gold advances to second. Next pitch is a slider down and away. Line at the middle. Whoopity dives out of his reach. That's a base hit to center. Colt comes up throwing, and that will hold the runner to third. Runners at the corners with 1 down. Next up, Goodwood 0 for 3. RBI man active for the 3rd time today for Goodwood. Trying to make use of it here. First pitch changeup down. Taken low. 1-0. Fastball up and in is high. 2-0. Slider hangs. That is driven by Goodwood to center field. This should be deep enough to score the run as Colt is back for it on the warning track. Makes the catch for the second out as tagging from third is Gold. He will score. It is 7 to 4. 3 runs for the Overdogs this inning, and that'll bring up Yu. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch fastball up and away is a strike called. 0-1. Slider down and in. Runner goes. Taken for a strike. Throw down in time, and Often nails Song to the wall. Second base runner caught by Often today as that ends the inning. But the Overdogs score 3, and they take a 7-4 lead to the bottom of the 7th. Bunterson, Mustachio, and Trunk due up. Yep, that ball was definitely shocked. Here's Bunterson, 1 for 3 with a single. Let's take a look at that stolen base attempt for Song. That was his second attempt to steal this year. He is 0 for 2. Not a great look for the rookie. All right, need a big rally here. We're down. Bunterson tense after an error in the field earlier in the game. 1 for 3 today as that changeup's inside for a strike called. 0-1. Thunderchump still locked in on the mound. Slider away. Oh, that's a curveball. That's outside. 1-1. Fastball up, lined into right field. That is down the line and a fair ball for Bunterson. His second hit today is 2 for 4. Bunterson has stolen a base today. Next up, Mustachio 0 for 2 today with a walk. Chase the fastball up and in for late on the swing. 0-1. Fastball up. Mustachio lines that to left field, looking to get over Gold's glove, but it won't. 1 down. Wrong person to hit it to is Gold is arguably the hottest person on the field right now. Next up, Trunk. He doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. He has also scored a run today. Fastball up and away is outside from Thunderchump. 1-0. Fastball up, line down the right field line. That is just foul. 1-1. A little late on the swing from Joseph. Pick off to first. Nothing doing. Curveball caught the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Changeup away is fouled off. Still 1-2. Chase the cutter up and in. Strike 3. First punch up for Thunderchump today. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Often. Doubled in a run last time up. He's also singled twice, driving in another run. Specialist active for Thunderchump here. Changeup at the knees is the strike called. 0-1. Fastball up and in line at the middle. Action dives over his glove. That is base hit. Bunterson read it well. He'll get the third. Runners at the corners with 2 down. As Often is now 4 for 4 today. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. And Colt, center fielder, 1 for 3 today with a RBI triple. Thurman looking to be the hero here. He was going yard as that changeup he's out in front of. 0-1. Fastball up, line through the middle as it whizzes by Thunderchump's left ear. That is a base hit. And that will score Bunterson from third, and this is 7-5. 1 run back, first and second, 2 down for Whoopity. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. What can Sloop do here in the clutch? Fastball up and in is a called strike. 0-1 as Thunderchump's no longer locked in. Dribble down and in, pulled foul, just out of reach, 0-2. Change up, he's out in front of it. It was down the middle, strike 3. Second punch up for Thunder Chump as that ends the inning. Buzzards get a run back. They're down 2 to the 8th, 7-5 to score. Action and Thunder Chump do up. Here's 1 for 3 today with a single. First pitch fastball down in the way is called a strike, 0-1. Fastball middle in, line to third. Mustachio leaps out of his reach, into the corner it goes as Borgner gives chase. That'll be a leadoff double here for as he gets it in quickly. Leadoff man on in the inning, and that'll bring up action. 2 for 3, a double and a single. First pitch slider up and away, out in front of it, 0-1. Fastball up and in, turned on and ripped to left field, hit pretty well. Borgner going back, looking up at the wall. It is off the wall, and that will be a double for action as that drives the run back in. It is 8-5, as Morrow just can't get out of his own way today. Yep, Sloop couldn't leave the stoop. Here's the Thunder Chump, hitless on the air. He will get the bat as there's a 3-run lead. Coming out of the bullpen for us is going to be, as part of a double switch, it is going to be Meat Commonly, as he will sub in for Whoopity, as coming off the bench will be Ham Slamus to play second base. Commonly on the air, good old Meat. He is 1-0 with a 0 ERA and a 0.90 whip. In 6 appearances, he's given up no runs, recorded 2 saves, and gotten 1 win. He's thrown 13 in the 3rd innings, giving up 10 hits, 1 wild pitch thrown, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Batting average against .217 as he looks to keep this a 3-run deficit. No outs, runner at second for the pitcher, Thunder Chump. First pitch cutter up and away, bunt shown, pulled back, 0-1. Fastball up and in. Bunt is just foul. 0-2 the count. Two-seamer up. Bunt is taken back. 1-2. Go down in the way. Bunt is down in front of the plate. Often goes to first. Sacrifice works. 1 down. Runner at third. Next up, Victorino. 1 for 2. Singled her last time up. She's also walked today. First pitch to her is a curveball down. Taken in the dirt. Ball 1. We're in the middle of the plate. Pop foul out of play. 1-1. Cutter down and in. Chop to second. Slams fields it. Fires home. And they got him in a rundown. That's a play by Ham. Can they catch Elroy? Arguably the fastest overdog on the team. Mustachio will tag him out, and that is the second out of the inning. Good heads-up play. Next up is Horn. 1 for 1 with an RBI double. Fastball down in the way, but chased anyway. 0-1. Well down and in the dirt. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing high. 2-1. Cutter down and away. Chop foul. 2-2. Fastball up and in. Check swing high. Full count. Composed activates. Down and in. Runner goes. Fouled off. Still a full count. Two-seamer down and away. Hitting the hole to third. Mustachio dives to make the stop. Fires to first in time, and Meat gets out of the inning. 1 run, though, off of Morrow on the RBI double. 8-5 to score to the bottom of the 8th. Borgner, Yoshida, and then Ham Slamus do up. Here's Borgner. Left fielder's 0 for 3 today. Specialist still active against him here. Going to go to the bench here. We're going to bring in... nope, never mind. Axelson's also a lefty. Forget that. Borgner 0 for 3 today. Looking for his first hit. Fastball up and in is high from Thunder Chump. Ball 1. Changeup in there away. 1-1. Curveball down. Grounded up the middle. Easy play for action on the backhand. 1 down. Borgner 0 for 4, and that'll bring up Yoshida. He's 2 for 3 with 2. Still tense, and Specialist now active for the locked-in Thunder Chump. Fastball up and in is popped up on the first pitch to shallow center. Emmon makes the catch. 2 down. Next up is Ham Slamus, the second baseman, who came in on the double switch last inning. He's hitting .448 with 2 RBIs on the year, and unfortunately has Specialist working against him. Fastball up, hard grounded to short on the first pitch, right to Emmon, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Thunder Chump. To the 9th we go. We're still down 3, 8-5 to score. Emmon, Gold, and Song, top of the lineup, due up for the 5th time today for the Overdogs. Leading off is Emmon, 1 for 4. RBI single today for Emmon. First pitch fastball up. Locked in commonly now as that fastball's a strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer down and away is in the dirt outside, 1-1. Ball middle in. Swung through it, 1-2. They're up and away. Outside, good eye, 2-2. Fastball up and in. Sky ball to right center. Colt going over, calls for it. Thurman puts it away for the first out of the inning. Next up is Gold. He's 3 for 4, double 2 singles and 2 RBIs today for Gee as he is on fire. It's two-seamer at the knees. Line foul, 0-1. Gold really swinging a good stick here today. Cutter up and in is inside and high, 1-1. Fastball up and away, high, 2-1, good eye. Curveball down and in, fouled off, 2-2. Tough ad activates for Gold. Curveball up and away, lined in the center, another hit for Gee. He is 4 for 5, that's his third single. Man is really feeling it today, is commonly no longer locked in. Now we'll bring up Song, who has singled his last time up. He's also doubled in a run earlier. He's 2 for 4, still tense as he was thrown out trying to steal second base. First pitch fastball down and in is a called ball inside, 1-0. Cutter down and away, outside, 2-0. Two-seamer down, grounded in the hole to first. Trunk dives, knocks it to Slamus, who flips back to Trunk, 2 down. Nice little 3-4-3 put out there. Good teamwork. Commonly locked in again as the runner gets the second on the fielder's choice. Here is Goodwood, 0 for 3. Sack fly last time up. This is the 5th time today that Goodwood has had, our 4th time today, Goodwood has had RBI man active. He has only succeeded once out of the previous 3 attempts. First pitch fastball down and away. Line to third, right at Mustachio, and he fails again. That ends the inning. And it remains a 3-run deficit to the bottom of the 9th. Top of the lineup up for the Buzzards here as we look to mount one more rally comeback to end the year. Bunterson, Mustachio, and Trunk. Leading off is Bunterson. He is 2 for 4. He has 2 singles on the cards. Still tense, though, after the error he made earlier in the game. Locked in Thunder Trump remains in to start the 9th inning. Curveball away is outside, ball 1. Changeup up and in is high, 2-0. Thunder Trump going for the win out there as the runs were scored after he relieved Wayward. Fastball up and away is a strike called, 2-1. Curveball middle in, line to left center field. Bunterson will have his 3rd hit as that bounces in front of Victorino. 3rd single for Buttons. He is 3 for 4 today. 3 for 5. Next up, Mustachio, 0 for 3 with a walk, still looking for his 1st hit. Thunder Trump extremely gassed out there, but staying out there anyway. Fastball down the middle, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and away, line to left field, base hit for Mustachio. His 1st hit, that'll bring the tying run to the plate with none down in the inning as Thunder Trump is no longer locked in. Can we do it again? Here's Trunk, 1 for 4 with a double, no longer locked in. Coming out of the bullpen on the double switch is right-hander Doug Nerdward as he will replace Thunder Trump. And coming off the bench is backup catcher Samuel Perez. He will be replacing the pitcher slot in the 7 hole. There's a look at Nerdward's numbers on the year. Doug is 1-1 on the year with a 4.15 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP. In 10 appearances, he's given up 6 earned runs and recorded 1 save. He's thrown 13 innings, which is the most out of the bullpen. 15 hits given up, 3 walks, 1 homer. He struck out 5 and has a batting average against a 288. He is also tense as he comes into this appearance, looking to go for the save. Trunk 1 for 4 with the doubles, looking for his 2nd hit today.
That's inside.
Fastball inside, misses from Doug, ball 1. Ball away in there, 1-1. Fastball inside, misses, 2-1. Fastball fouled off, 2-2 the count. K-Dot activates here for Nerdward. Curveball down in the way, grounded up the middle, action to second 1, Emmon to first, double play. Runner at 3rd now with 2 down, and here's Often, 4 for 4, double 3 singles and 2 RBIs today, looking for his 3rd. Power versus right-hander active again. Fastball high, ball 1 is Nerdwood no longer. Change up in the dirt, 2-0 the count to Jock. Fastball outside, 3-0 the count. Slider in there, 3-1. Fastball up, called a strike. Curveball hangs and often cracks it, but it's foul. Just early on it. Fastball line to short, right at Emmon, and that ends the game as the Overdogs get out of danger with their 7th win. 8-5 the final, and that snaps, I believe, our 5-game winning streak. Buzzards fall here in the season finale, 8-5, as we just could not get our 13th win, unfortunately. Just couldn't get anything done in the later half of the game, unfortunately. Sebastian Morrow had a poor outing out of the bullpen, and Bradley Bowler, well, he was Bradley Bowler. Both clubs got 15 hits. Overdogs just capitalized more so with runners in scoring position. Gold had a big 4-hit day. He drove in 2 runs on a double and a single. Emmon had an RBI single and then reached on an error. Song had an RBI double. Goodwood a sac fly. Action an RBI double. And Rhonda Horn had an RBI double as well. Only people hitless today were Dick Berger as well as Anton. On the other side for us, everybody got a hit today except Borgner and Bowler, as well as Morrow and Slamus. Commonly did not get the bat, thankfully. RBIs today, 2 for Often, 1 on a double, 1 on a single. Colt had an RBI triple and an RBI single, and then Whoopity had an RBI single. Thank you, Hoon, thank you. It was a good effort on our part, but we just couldn't get it done. Pitching lines, Wayward 5 2/3, 10 hits, 4 earned runs, and a walk. She gets a no decision. Thunder Trump gets his 2nd win of the year as he goes 2 1/3 out of the pen, giving up 1 earned run on 5 hits and striking out 2 batters. And gets his 2nd save of the year as he throws a clean 9th inning, stranding the inherited runners. Bowler, 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Another no decision. Sebastian Morrow, 2 innings out of the pen, he'll take the loss. 7 hits, 3 earned runs given up. He falls to 1-1. And commonly, 2 shutout innings out of the pen, 1 hit given up. Good pitching from Meat. He will finish the regular season with a perfect 0 ERA. You'll love to see it. Alrighty. Player of the game is Guy Gold. Expected he had 4 hits, followed by Often, who also had 4 hits. And then Thurman Colt, who has his 2 hits, driving in 2 runs. Alright, not bad. Could have gone better, but I'll take it. It was a competitive game. Alrighty, so now we're going to get ready to jump into the playoffs here. First things first, we're going to sim up the rest of the season to see how things play out for the rest of the seeding. We already know ours. We're going to be number 1 no matter what. But there are still some things to be decided. First things first, let's look around the league and see what we got. Lavo is released by the Heaters for Helena Bigsby, our former backup first baseman, as they beef up their roster before a playoff push. Killer Sherman, the rookie, loses 1 speed. It's okay. He's a pitcher. Leonardo Precious signs to the Blowfish, replacing outfielder Marvin Steed as the Blowfish cut some cap there. And that's it. Okay. So the rest of our starred players are still out there. No real big names were released into free agency here, except maybe Steed, but not really looking for an outfielder here. Let us sim out the rest of the season to see how things play out. Who will make the playoffs? Herbisaurs take on the Wild Pigs here. Wild Pigs win easily 7-4 as they move 1 game closer to a division title. Blowfish beat up on the Sandcats 8-3 as they take the division lead. Moose beat the Hot Corners, knocking them out of playoff contention officially. Moose try to rally but get defeated, embarrassed 11-3. They are 1 game left to play. Sawteeth wins 6-2 against the Sirloins as they're trying to get out of last place. And they will do so, getting their sweep here to end the season. Platypi beat the Widelouds 2-1 as that puts a hampering on the Widelouds' playoff chances. Sandcats win 5-4 as they bounce back into the division lead. Blowfish need to win to retake the lead. Wild Pigs win, that clinches the division as that's their 11th win of the year. And then they're also going to get their 12th as they sweep the 2-game series against the Freebooters. Freebooters then proceed to lose to the Moose, knocking themselves out of the playoffs in the process as the Moose get to 10 wins. Herbisaurs now on the bubble at 9-7. Nemesis win, keeping their playoff hopes alive, looking to sweep the Jacks to do it. They will fail as the Jacks eliminate them from the playoffs with the last-ditch win. Blowfish lose, Sandcats will win the division on that note, and the Herbisaurs will make the playoffs, knocking the Blowfish out. Widelouds then win the finale. They will win their division and be the number 2 seed. Heaters will sneak in as the 3, and because the Nemesis lost to the Jacks in the finale, the Crocodons will sneak in as the 4. So we will be taking on the Crocodons in the first round of the playoffs. It will be a division matchup. Love to see it. On the other side, Wild Pigs are the 1 seed at 12 and 4. Sandcats will be the 2 at 9 and 7. Moose will be the 3 at 10 and 6. And the Herbivores sneak in at 9 and 7 as the number 4. Alright. Not bad at all. Alrighty, let's look at player development options here. Which ones do we like? Good one for Dig. Dumb one for Bunterson. Good one for Borgner. Dumb one for Slamus. Good one for Whoopity. Decent one for Morrow. Okay. So we have 1.3 million. We might have enough to get all of these. Let me see if I can do math real quick to make this work. Okay, so 8 and 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. That's 2, carry the 1. 2, 6 is 8, 8 again. No, 8, 10. Alright, that's a 0, carry the 1. 8, 9, 10, 16, carry the 1. 2, 10, 4. We're not going to have enough for all 3. Okay. Yep, Crocs got in. The Nemesis needed that last win against the Jacks. The Jacks played spoilers. You love to see it. Okay, so who needs this more? Let's do math here. Alright, if we're being honest, Whoopity and Borgner need these upgrades more because although I love Dig is a bench player, he's not really going to play. So, of the 3, we're going to do Whoopity's for sure because he definitely needs the fielding the most. Let's go ahead and get this upgrade. It's the 1 speed, unfortunate. Only the 1 fielding, another unfortunate roll. 1 arm. Does not get the contact for his left-hander. Oh well, we tried. And then for Borgner, we're going to get this one for him because he's going to play, whereas Dig is just going to sit on the bench. So let's get this. Going to get the 1 power, unfortunate roll again. 1 contact. And the 1 speed, another unfortunate roll. And we do not get Stealer, of course. Alright, so we miss on all the big rolls, but we get a little bit better for Whoopity and Borgner. I like it. Alrighty, so that's that. Now let's look at the season stats. Let's see who your MVP is for the first season in the new franchise. Who is it? It is, drumroll please, Bishop Fuller, the number 2 pitcher for the Heaters. He goes 150 ERA, 30 innings pitched and 26 strikeouts, and a whip under 1 with a batting average against under 200. That's a very solid pitching year. Joseph Trunk finishes 5th in MVP voting. Rookie of the Year will go to Slapper Glute as he finishes 3rd in MVP voting. Any other rookies in the top 10? I do not see any. Sorry, current season leaders. There we go. All right, batting, Mustachio 2nd in batting average, followed by Trunk in 3rd, Often in 4th, and Colt in 8th. Nobody made the top 10 in homers or RBIs. We definitely spread our RBIs around on this team, and we did not have a lot of power in the lineup, so I am not surprised we're not in either of those categories. It is very rare, Hoon. I have gotten traits in off-screen franchises, but it is very, very rare. It's like maybe 1 in every 20 rolls or something. On-base percentage, Mustachio finishes tied for 4th, Trunk is in 7th, and Often finishes tied for 8th. Slugging, Trunk finishes 9th, and for combined on-base OBP and slugging, Trunk finishes 7th, Mustachio 8th, and Often 10th. Hits, Joseph Trunk led the league in hits, Mustachio finishes 2nd, Bunterson finishes tied for 5th, and Colt in 10th. Extra base hits, Trunk ties for 5th in the league. Thankfully, no one was on the strikeout list. Love to see that. Joseph Trunk led the league in runs scored. Mustachio finishes tied for 4th. Stolen bases, Bunterson leads the league as he had 7. Erlang Elwood tied for the league in wins with 3. No one had a perfect 4-0 pitching slate. Closest one was Elwood and Pulo. No one in earned run average. No one in saves either. Although Buck Berger is on there, she does finish 7th in the category. Unfortunately, she's not on the team anymore. Nobody in whip, OBP, or strikeouts this year. We did not have a very strikeout-centric pitching staff. Our pitching staff was actually very weak compared to what we had in the Freebooters franchise. Elwood finishes in first for walks per 9 inning. Bubkins finishes in fifth. Aaron Elwood had the strikeout-to-walk ratio crown as he finishes in first. Alrighty, not bad. Agreed. Ruby Green, you put her on with RBI, man. Mwah, she is a menace especially against lefties. Oh God. Alrighty. So now comes the big question: who makes the playoff roster and who doesn't? Well, looking at the team, let's look at stats here. Obviously Bunterson, no doubt about it. He's gonna make it. Mustachio's in, Trunks in, Often is in, because he didn't actually regress at all, hardly. So he gets to stay. Colt is gonna stay. Whoopity's gonna stay despite his injury. Bordner's the only question mark in left field, really. Yoshida's going to stay. He did hit well despite being cold at the end of the year. Slamus is a good bat off the bench. Axelson had a good year. Bronx, he's a good backup catcher, I guess. Spiesel, she hit solidly for being a rookie. Had that big grand slam. And Aforto, good glove off the bench. I'll give him that. Pitching, that's really the big question. Who do we keep and who do we cut? Honestly, I don't want to keep Bradley Bowler. He just did not pitch well. Leaning towards getting rid of Sebastian Morrow as well, but I'm not really sure about him. Definitely want to keep Meade. He did have a perfect season. Sherman had pitched well as well. Texas also pitched well, so I'm not going to get rid of him either. Plus, he did not regress as much as he should have. So those three are safe. Morrow and Bowler are on the chopping block. And I think maybe Hogswind as well, just because she did get that ERA over 4. Granted, she did win 2 of her 4 starts, but we're definitely going to need to beef up the rotation if we want to be competitive in the playoffs. So we're looking at maybe 2 or 3 pitchers and maybe 1 bat in left field. We'll see. Alright, let's look at what is available. Well, for left field, we have Log Freely, the former Jack. 9.4 is a bit of a stretch. Other than him, there aren't any really good left fielders besides maybe Marvin Steed. But that is $20 million that I do not have. Good God. If I sign him for Borgner, that is $14 million. We only have 3.9 to address the pitching staff. I think Borgner is going to be safe and he is going to make the playoff roster because Fraley is the only other decent option out there for left field. And comparing him to Borgner, Borgner's the better player hands down. So we will not address the left field issue. We will wait for that. Let's move on to pitching. Alright, so for long relievers, we do have Natasha Crawford. Would be an upgrade over Sebastian Morrow for sure. And only 1.5 more expensive, so we can afford that. So that's one of the 3 slots addressed. The other would be Hogswind and Bowler here in the rotation. The only starter available is Trey Mondo. That is not what you want to see. Compare her to Bowler. Who's better? Bowler is slightly better. And he's younger. Okay, I think what's going to happen here is we're going to keep Bowler, unfortunately, but we'll move him to the bullpen. We're going to bring Crawford in for Morrow, and she will move into the rotation. And then we move, I guess Hogswind stays because she is better than Mondo. Yeah, not a very strong free agent pool here. I guess the only move we're going to make is we're going to bring Crawford in for Sebastian Morrow to beef up the rotation. And we still have over $16 million in the bank. We're still cheating the system. I love it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody I want to bring in, so I think we are good. I mean, I could bring Norton Pickle on for a Fordo here just to, like, beef up a bench slot, because he's definitely not going to start over Bunterson. But he would be a nice bat to have off the bench, not just a Fordo who's only a glove. But I don't think it's worth it in the long run, so I think we're better off just sticking with what we got. maybe fielder for Spiesel? Maybe? We could afford both of them for sure. Fielder is the better player than Spiesel. He's also younger, so that would be a nice upgrade there. Yeah, I hear what you're saying about Mondo. I think I can definitely work with him long term. I'm thinking maybe we sign him in free agency and just like get rid of Bowler, keep Crawford maybe. But Bowler is younger than Crawford, so maybe Bowler would adjust better coming out of the bullpen than he would in the rotation. Maybe we cut Crawford in free agency and bring Mondo on. I think that's what you're saying, yeah. I can work with that. But I don't think Mondo's ready for the playoffs, not yet anyway. My only problem with moving fielder for Spiesel here is rookie did do well, but fielder is a definite upgrade. Plus, he can play everywhere in the infield without a fielding penalty. So he would take a Fordo's job, and then I wouldn't feel as bad bringing Norton Pickle in to play backup shortstop. Then again, I would need a backup second baseman, really, because I already have Slamus. He's a shortstop. What are my options at second? Adoya? Ugh. Caden Clark. Caden Clark. 13.9. And then fielder for Fordo is 4.3. Nope, not enough. Okay. There was a moment of hope. Oh, I agree. No doubt about it. Came in on a starter is money. Alright, I think we do this. We bring fielder in. He will take over for a Fordo, so he can play anywhere in the infield. That improves a bench slot right there. Plus, fielder has a little bit of a contact bat, so we can pinch hit with him. And then, do we have anyone else off the bench? Lavo for Spiesel, not a great idea. He is a better hitter. Got it. Caden Clark, I would love to bring in, but we don't have the money for him, unfortunately. John Rennero. You son of a bitch. Oh my god, that would beef up the middle of the order right there, but I don't... Rennero would not stick around for sure. He'd be overpaid. Could bring Blue in for Spiesel. Better player there, but he is old. It's the only reserve I have about that. That is true. I could always pick. I'm always going to have a Fordo to pick up in free agency, so he'll be able to come back no matter what. Yeah. I'm only waffling about the bench spots here. True, Lavo would make a solid DH for when we played in the... If we make it to the championship, of course. We don't play with an everyday DH, though. So my downside I have with that. He's basically just a glorified pinch hitter. John Rennero's a good fielder. I would save him for free agency, though. Ralph Blue. He's alright. You know what? I think we're good. I think we'll keep Spiesel, and we'll just worry about that come free agency. But yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll sign fielder, so he upgrades a Fordo spot. I'm going to start a Fordo so we can get him back. Crawford upgrades Morrow spot. We will only keep her for the playoffs. And then we'll bring in probably Trey Mondo to replace her. I've already got him started, so we're good there. And then, where is Dig? Good old Dig. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Look to bring you back in the postseason, or free agency. Alrighty, that's going to do it. Let's jump into the playoffs and take a look at the playoff picture. Give you a nice preview for what's to come. Alrighty, so as we stated, we are taking on the Crocodons, who are the 4 seed, so it will be division rival we will face in the first round. On the other half of the bracket is the Wide Loads taking on the Heaters, another division rival matchup there. Wild Pigs take on the Herbisaurs, division rivals fighting there. And the Sandcats win their division. The expansion team will take on the Moose. I think that matchup does favor the Moose, unfortunately. But I would like to see the Sandcats win. That would be pretty cool. Another one of my former teams fighting for the playoff crown. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Unfortunate loss to end the season against the Overdogs, so we do finish at 12-4. But we are the number 1 seed in the playoffs. We do beef up the bullpen with Natasha Crawford coming in to take over the starting pitching roles. We move Bowler to the bullpen. And then we also beef up a bench slot with Ian Fielder taking over for Dig Eforto. And we still end the year with $12 million in the budget. And we finish at 12-4, so a good start on the base team. We're looking to do well in the playoffs here in our first season. Tune in next time to see how the first round of the playoffs will go. That'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. Walker Runs is not only old, but he doesn't have as good a fielding as Eforto, so that's a very smart move there for you, one boy. Hopefully, guys, if you made it this deep in the video, hopefully you enjoyed the content. Look forward to seeing you back here soon. Until next time, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off.